Hello and welcome back to another chapter of the book they call blah 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 blah, which is French for Anomaly, where I am reading, me, yours truly, Zack Miller, the author of Anomaly, How to Finally Stand Out from the Crowd. Look, my head is almost as big as this book. I'm reading every chapter of Anomaly until I'm done. Today we're on chapter 15, which is part of part 2. It's called Rinse and Repeat. You can follow along and read with me if you would like. And if you're enjoying reading this with me, listening to me, whatever, you can grab your own copy. Go to zackmillersays.com/anomaly or wherever online. I think currently you can get a copy, a hard book copy, a paper book copy, an ebook copy, the full audio copy, whatever you want. It's available. So, rinse and repeat. Here we go. If you've missed the other chapters, go back and listen. Hello. Think about all the content you have produced. It's probably sitting in a photo library or on a web page and nothing is being done with it. That's okay. Having content at all is the first step. Most people don't get started because they're afraid of what they want their first post, because they're afraid of their first post to be perfect. That perfect time never comes, so don't wait for it. To reiterate, content is the material that you create for others to consume. It's often a blog post, an advertisement, a video, a podcast interview, whatever, any type of media. If you're trying to start your career as a freelance photographer but haven't started an Instagram account because you don't think your work is good enough, stop thinking that way. Was Picasso's first painting amazing? Probably not. Do you think Aaron Rodgers threw a perfect spiral the first time he picked up the football? Maybe, but highly doubtful. Get over the idea that you're not good enough to show the world. You're not as good as you're going to be in the future, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't start now. The beauty of life is growth, and to grow, you have to start. In this section, we'll review what editorial and content calendars are and show you tools you can use to push out your own content. Remember, content should be entertaining. It should help people. It should be something good. If you're watching this, do you think my hair is too long? Should I shave it? If you're not watching this and just listening, go to some place where you can see how long my hair is right now and tell me what you think I should do with it. An editorial content calendar is when a media organization like Barstool Sports, Bleacher Report, or BuzzFeed maps out the different aspects needed for a story, including interviews, editing, and writing, as well as when they're going to push out or release a story or article. A content calendar is a calendar of your content and when you're going to release each piece. It's important to merge these concepts together to take a look at what content you have, plus when you want to continue to distribute. You'll want to plan out your content for at least 1 month, if not a full year. The content you promote should be evergreen. Evergreen content is content that stays true and relevant for a very long time. Create tags so you can see what content you already have and fill in the holes where necessary. You can create your calendar several ways by purchasing a large calendar, like one of those ones that's like 6 feet by 6 feet. Sure, do that. By making one on a spreadsheet, by opening up your digital calendar and scheduling out content release times, or boxing out a grid on a piece of paper. Whatever works. You just need to do it. There are also a lot of programs that can schedule and manage your posts like Hootsuite, Buffer, and MeetEdgar. Map out the content you want to release. You can get creative and bulk certain content that pertains to a certain month or event and promote the content with a headline that you coin. Make up, it's your own little thing. Promote does not necessarily mean to purchase an advertisement, rather to promote or distribute the content that was created. I think all too often people just create and then never do anything with it. You got to promote it. You have to let the world see it in all of its beauty. Once you have an understanding of what content you already have and the new content you want to produce, you need to map it out on your calendar. Decide which dates and exact times you want to release content and on which platforms. A platform could be on social media, on your website, on another website, or even an email. The key is choosing a place and releasing it. In the beginning, don't set unrealistic dates or frequency for delivering new content. If it's hard for you to get out one new piece of content a week, don't expect to be able to do it 5 times in a week just because you have it on your calendar. It's unrealistic and will set you back, if not deter you altogether. That's good feedback, Zach. if I do say so myself. The most important thing is to get yourself and your team, if you have one, into a publishing routine. If you do this, then you'll get your following into a routine and be ready for new content on the days and times you tell them to expect it, just like they would a favorite TV show. The sooner you begin to train them to expect something from you, the sooner they start telling their friends about you and sharing your content with them. This is one of those plain things now where I talk about this company called First We Feast. First We Feast produces viral content on its popular YouTube channel. Its most popular is a web series called Hot Ones, where host Sean Evans interviews celebrities and eats 10 hot wings with them. With each wing, the sauce gets spicier, and so do the questions. He asks questions not normally asked on traditional interview shows. Hot Ones brilliantly sends out teaser videos through its social media on the days leading up to the show's weekly Thursday release. This does two things. It gets fans excited about the content, and it sets a weekly expectation on when the show is coming out so fans know to look for it. I believe it's Eastern Standard Time every Thursday in season at 11 a.m. How many interviews for new segments have you watched in your life? All of them look the same, don't they? First We Feast turned the age-old interview into an anomaly, as the complex frontman, Sean Evans, and his teammates came up with the idea to interview celebrities. If you never watched the show, by the way, it's great. You should. Last week, Justin Timberlake was on. They wanted the interviews to be anything but typical, so they flipped the status quo interview into a 10-wing eating questionnaire with millions of subscribers. This new style of interview show has a lot of fans wanting more because it's unique and offers insights into the lives of celebrities you don't normally get with a typical interview. Other people that have been on it: Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, I believe Shaq, Johnny Knoxville, Kevin Hart, and many more. Training your fans. The Bella Twins are on today, I believe, by the way. Training your fans to tune into your content can also provide you a lane to promote new content. Popular business shows like Entrepreneurs on Fire with John Lee Dumas and The Top by Nathan Lacka push new content daily, and they use this in their marketing messages. It makes sure that they get daily visitors instead of just a once-in-a-while visitor. You don't have to push content every day immediately or really ever. Just know that as you grow, it could be a strategy that can get you more eyeballs on you. Think about how many media shows do this all the time. Now that your content calendar is scheduled at the frequency you desire, you have to remember to release it. There are tools that allow you to upload your content to your preferred platform at the frequency you choose. If you're being lazy, if you're busy, lazy, or just plain forgetful, platforms like these are a godsend. Meet Edgar, Buffer, and Hootsuite are among the most popular platforms. These are reasonably priced from $0 to $50 a month. It may not seem worth it at first until you realize the time and energy that you save. Meet Edgar goes one step further than Buffer and Hootsuite and recycles your content over and over on a schedule you set up. With the other two platforms, you have to individually schedule each time you want to post the content, even if it's the same content each time. Be aware of the potential pitfalls of using tools like these, however. For example, Facebook's algorithm treats a video directly uploaded to Facebook more favorably than a YouTube link because it wants you to stay on its site as long as possible. Makes a ton of sense. They don't want people leaving to go to YouTube, one of its competitors. So when using these tools, keep that in mind and make adjustments when necessary so you don't miss potential clients, customers, people to see you. There's no exact science as to how much you should post, when to post, and on which platform. It's a skill that you develop along the way. If all you do is sell and ask your followers to buy, it's guaranteed that you won't do well as if you spend more of your time educating, inquiring, and learning. Now, look, you're going to hear a lot of people out there that are like, oh, this is when you should post stuff online. You know what? You should post when people will engage with you. It's that simple of an answer. It's not a Tuesday at 2 p.m. type of thing. You figure that out. Whenever you can get the most engagement is when you should post. That's the answer that these gurus should be giving you. Otherwise, they don't know what they're talking about. Having content already produced is great, but you need to have a steady flow of new content coming out for several reasons. New posts on your website help you rank higher on search engines, and keep a constant flow of fresh, engaging content helps you keep your audience engaged. There's no limit on the type of content you can produce. Roadmap number 1. Create a content calendar or download a template at anomалymethod.com. Number 2. Determine what content you have. Take an inventory and fill out the AMR document with your content. What is the theme, type, or topic of your content? Number 3, where do you want to share your content? Number 4, create a schedule of when you want to post content daily and time and through which channel or medium or media, whatever it is. Number 5, which keyword hashtags and phrases will you use for your content? Number 6, sign up for social media scheduler and upload your content. Post the content on the times decided on in step 4. That's it for this chapter, chapter 5, rinse and repeat. In chapter 16, we have a special guest that will be mentioned that is going to be insanely excited to hear him or her name. I'm excited to give that to you. Until the next time, this has been Anomaly, Chapter 15, Part 2. I'm Zack Miller, and thank you for listening. Peace and pancakes and syrup.